My goodness. Hello. Welcome to my forest. Look at you. You seem a little frazzled. Did you touch something you weren't supposed to? Well, it is very nice to meet you. I don't think I really need introductions. It is pretty clear what I am, no? Excuse you? What? No, I'm a tanuki. Thank you kindly. Don't you dare call me that again. It doesn't matter. You are here to play my games. Well, honey, you touched something you weren't supposed to, didn't you? Some precious artifact, perhaps? In a museum? Now, I blessed that thing, or, well, enchanted, as one of you would call it. Some even say cursed. Anyway, I enchanted it almost 2 centuries ago? We started with an 18, so it was definitely 2 centuries ago. Roughly. It doesn't matter, though. Since then, I must admit, I'd kind of forgotten about it. Not much happened. I know it went to a museum not long after I touched it, and people handled it with gloves, so the magic didn't work. I kind of got a little annoyed, I suppose is a good word to say. Frustrated, frazzled, disappointed. And I didn't expect it to go off, especially being in a museum and all. So why did you touch it? Were you a guest so intrigued that you couldn't help yourself? Were you perhaps a researcher conducting some sort of experiment and accidentally brushed against it with your skin? Or maybe you were a thief, trying to steal it for yourself? Alright, keep your secrets. I'll get them out of you eventually. It doesn't really matter though. So let me tell you what happens next. We are gonna play a little game. Because I've been so bored. Nobody really falls for my tricks these days. You're so tech savvy and careful and cautious because, oh no, what if something happens? You don't take risks like you used to. Life's gotten boring. Anyway, you have to get out of my forest. You help me get out of the forest. Escape with your life. And I'll let you go home. Before you start walking off like that, let me give you a little bit of advice. The exit is not going to be reached by just walking, my dear friend. You are going to have to solve a puzzle. Yes, a puzzle, because isn't that more fun? Now, I don't remember the puzzle. It's been over 2 centuries after all. But I do remember that I wrote it down somewhere in the forest. So, you go on there, enjoy the traps, and... Whoa. That's a lot of strong words, buddy. No need to speak to me like that, sheesh. You can just say that you're not down for the game. I can give you a hint. Wow. Goodness, you are really firm in your expressions. You what? Oh, you did not just say that. You are not going to cut off my tail. You are no fun. I finally have another companion and now you must go and... whatever, fine, I'll show ya. Just follow me. I don't want to play with you if you're gonna be like that. Where's the fun? Where's the entertainment? The drama? The fun about it is if you're stressing out a little, but know that you're gonna be fine. Know that you're some hero who is gonna save the day. It's not gonna be fun if you are just gonna threaten to kill me. Like I said, just follow me. we're gonna take a walk to the first hint, and then I'll probably remember the puzzle. So, nice weather? Look, I'm really bad at walking in silence, okay? To be fair, I'm bad at silence in general. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't get how some others can just sit and do nothing. My brain just goes bzzz. I talk too much? Oh, please, you are talking to a god. You're not giving me such attitude. I suppose I could turn back into a fucking tanuki and just shut up, but... Well, yeah, a tanuki, a raccoon dog. You're not from Japan, are you? Figured. Well, according to some, I am a god, so I deserve some respect. It's very clear you're not from around there. If you did, you would know that my traps are not harmful. At most, you waste a bit of your time. Where are you from anyway? Huh. Wait, that's... Huh, that artifact traveled far. Really? Huh. Well, I apologize. I must admit I did not expect to get one of your people here. I was expecting a nice, polite Japanese person. Which you're clearly not. Careful! Those flowers there? They're pollen, they're hallucinogenic. One of the traps. They're fun if you want to try them. I like them, they make me all woozy. But if you're so set press on going home, I imagine you probably have no time for fun stuff. Yeah, exactly, that's what I figured. Well, I'm gonna pick one just for later. It's gonna be enjoyable when you're gone so I can go back to my nice and blissful life. Regardless, okay, look, you gotta work with me a little. Like I said, silence makes me very uncomfortable, and I would like to at least talk to you a little bit. I promise I won't do any more tricks on you. Well, the flower's not really hallucinogenic. I was just trying to see if you fall for it. Because I just... look, it's in my nature. I want to have fun. I want to drink. I want to party. I want to go out and have fun with people. Make people laugh. I make myself laugh. But it seems I got the most stoic person on the planet. My goodness. I mean, you are. It's not a horrible thing, I suppose. Nothing wrong with being stoic. But you can cut loose every once in a while. Live a little. Laugh, have fun. I suppose you're right in that I did accidentally kidnap you. But I did not... look, this was meant to be a fun joke. It was not meant to actually hurt you or upset you. For that, I do apologize. Look, if I let you go back home without any trouble, will you stop being mad at me? We're not that far, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's behind those trees in the distance, just past the clearing. It's near the brook. No, it's near the brook. My apologies. We have to go a little bit more east. So, yeah, it's just been a bit lonely, I guess. I was really excited when I saw you. I mean, a cute human who shows up out of nowhere? You must admit I was a little bit surprised when I felt you in my forest. It took me a second to realize why you were here. Well, I've not placed many of these traps since I was a child. I did this because I thought it was funny at the time, and, well, I'm 200 years older now and 200 years wiser. And although it's funny, it might inconvenience someone a little bit more than I intended. Yeah, I figured it out late, didn't I? The problem is that I can't really undo enchantments. I can just do them. It's a very different craft that I have yet to manage and learn to actually do. I'm behind on my magic studies. Yes, it's like innate talent, but if you don't practice it and don't harness it properly, then you're just gonna be a talentless rock anyway. And I am a talentless rock when it comes to disenchanting stuff. I can turn into a talentless rock. Look! Fuck you! I'm not gonna be a quiet rock. Some nice and quiet. Shush! Well, I suppose even though you're more stoic than my usual victim, you're at least fun. I mean, yeah, you are. Do you want something to drink? Here, have some of mine. It's safe to drink, I promise. It's sake! What are you frowning at? It's like really good alcohol. Ugh, so... I did not say it was water, I just said if you wanted a drink. This is a drink, no? Exactly. Now, No, everything's fine. Everything's perfectly a-okay. The hint's not here. I mean that the hint's not here. Literally, there's nothing. This is just a nice clearing near the brook. I mean, it's a really, really nice clearing near the brook, but, you know, it is just a nice clearing near the brook. I think I forgot where I put the hints down. You see, I just kind of teleport out, but I can't really teleport other people with me out of this space. Don't get mad. Sheesh, I'm gonna find a solution. You're gonna have to give me a minute to think. Let me think. So I can either try to enchant an object to teleport you back to where you're from, or we can continue walking around for a little longer, trying to see if it jogs my memory, and if we can find the way back home. The problem with teleporting you out is that teleporting in of this place is a lot easier than teleporting out. We're not really on Earth anymore in the traditional sense. Well, this is kind of an infinite spirit realm where I reside. It's a little complicated, but bottom line, it's not reality as you know it. And getting in is very easy, but getting out becomes a little harder when this space technically doesn't exist. Yeah, so I have to tell the spell to take something from somewhere that doesn't exist and put it into somewhere it does exist, and that's not really possible. So I can try, but you can also turn into spaghetti. Oh no, not the good kind. I mean that you are gonna be ripped into 1,000 shreds, and I think we both want to avoid that. So here's what I suggest we do before you want to go and lynch me. I am going to invite you over to mine. I'm gonna make sure that we have a guest bedroom ready for you, and you're gonna be staying with me for a little while. Because I need to figure out how to fix this. And I don't think that a short little enchantment spell is gonna be good. I need to test it at least. Look, I get it. This is really inconvenient, and I'm really sorry for that. But I cannot risk you actually getting hurt. You know, that's not fun for anyone. Not for you, and also not for me. I don't want blood on my hands. I just want... You know, I just want you to... go home safely, because it's an inconvenience, but it's not meant to hurt anyone. So I'm gonna invite you to mine. We're gonna go and we're gonna safely find a way to bring you back. And when we do, I will bring you back and you'll get a gift. I'll figure out what the gift is. I haven't thought that far ahead, but to be fair, I wasn't thinking that this would happen in the first place. So, what do you say? Wanna come over and have a cup of tea? Well, that's a bit of an awkward situation, isn't it? Hi Whispers, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. This was very funny to record and I had to struggle not to laugh a few times at the ridiculousness of the script I wrote. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, subscribing, or commenting down below. And if you really like me and the content I make, please consider becoming a Patreon member just like Star Cruise, OO Dozer, and Clay Trimble. Or if you want to support me in a more, less expensive way, a more casual way, you can also become a channel member like Opagil, Potapek, Jared Sir, Marauder, Steam Moon, and WD Index. All of you support me a lot and I appreciate it a ton. Now, I'm gonna go and I'll see you all later. Bye bye!